Israel, let me know if you can hear me. We good? I don't know. Is anybody saying anything? Check. Israel, we cool? Can y'all hear me now? Salakia. Type in one if you can hear me, Israel. Salakia on the audio delay. You know, the white man being the devil that he is, he makes things extra difficult when not necessary. Let me know. Thumbs up. All right. Young man Jehudi, what's going down? Shalom, y'all. All right. So the sound is good. I guess I'm going to do the whole reintroduction over, man. You understand? Again, let me start from the whip. I'm officer of 1,000 bars of recall from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commandant General Yahanna. We teach blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you understand, who they are according to the Bible. Now, we got bloodlines, you know, that depict people from, you know, that makes nations, you know, what have you. But we was told lies since the beginning of time, man. You understand? We were set up to be in the position that we are in today. In 2021, for a black man, you understand, to not know his nationality, for a Native American not to know his nationality, and his so-called Hispanic to not know their nationality is a race, you understand, that the oppressor has us in, you understand, where he's leading it. You understand? This is like he's holding the information above us, and he's not letting us know who we are. And little do we care to know who we are today, because we got so many distractions amongst our people. You understand? All right, and about the water, appreciate you, man. We just have a little sound difficulty, but again, we right back, man. Like I said, I'm a precinct officer of 1,000 bars over car, holding it down for Captain Captain Shapar. Captain Shapar does some Thursday class, heavy Thursday class, you understand? Make sure you got your notes, your books, or whatever may have you. We're gonna be here for like 2 hours, man. You understand? Making sure that we get edified the proper way, you know, not just up here talking, but proving, you understand, what we know throughout the Bible, you know, because this has nothing to do with the Christian church. I know a lot of people say, well, y'all reading out the Bible. Y'all reading out the Bible. How isn't this Christianity? How isn't this religion? You understand? But when you go to school to become a doctor, when you read those books, it's to how to do, you know, surgery, you know, is that a religion because you read in the book? Isn't that book teaching you how to be a surgeon? You understand? If you go to a school to be a psychologist and you have to read, you know, psychology books with the information due to psychology, does that make that religious? You know, man, we reading this book, and this book has nothing to do with religion, man. You understand? This is straight up facts that the oppressor has hidden, you understand, from us from, you know, years on back. You understand? But thank the Lord for Commander General Yahanna and the men above me, you understand, to teach and hold on to this truth, man, because in 2021, it's hard for a black man not to know who he is. You understand? We don't even really want to know who we are in 2021 due to all these distractions that's in front of us. You know, we got music, we got TV, entertainment, you understand? We got the news, you understand? We have sex they want to put all in front of us. We have, what else we have? War, you understand? We have a lot of things going on right now here in this world. We got the COVID-19 bouncing off the walls all over the place, man. You understand? But thank the Lord for the I.S.U.P.K, because without it all, how will we know what to do in these times of days? Or who will we know? How will we know who the Lord has chosen? I'll tell you who the Lord chosen, man. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, the world's most hated people. You understand? The world's most hated people is a black man, man. Everybody hates the black man. Everybody hates the black man, man. We have problems with the oppressor. You understand? The oppressor hates us. You understand? The oppressor, you know, navigated a system to where our women hate us. Our own people hate us. They kill us in the streets, man. To 2021, to be a black man in America, you almost born, you understand, in danger. And that's a fact, man. But the Lord chose you. When I say black, I'm associating black with Latinos and Native Americans, because they're black too. Yeah, not by color, you know, but we talk about a bloodline, man. This bloodline is thick. You understand? Thicker than a bowl of cold grits. It's sloppy.
Yeah. Start already? Go ahead.
So again, like I was saying, you know, the black man is like born into danger, you know, immediately. As soon as we come out the womb, you know, they go ahead and put a bracelet on us, you know, just so they say don't nobody steal us, or that's what they say about the babies. You know, they'll put a bracelet on you just so you ain't got it, so you can't get away before they give you your number, man. You know, that lets you know that we in hell. As soon as you come out born, understand, you come out your mother, you know, they condition you to get ready to be in hell. You know, that Social Security, that's smack shit. That's gonna smack your child before he leave out 3 days in the hospital. Your child to have a whole Social Security number. You understand? Your child to have a whole new whole identity with this number. You understand? So that way they can have a tab on you. You understand? For the rest of your life, because you have to work. That baby has to grow up to be nurtured. You understand? That baby has to be taught. That baby, then the child has to go to enroll in school. You understand? And after being enrolled in school, you go graduate. You know, go to college, or when you graduate high school, then you go to college. You understand? If you choose to go to college, then you gotta work. You understand? You gotta work to pay your bills. You go to college, you pay for college, right? And then when you leave college, you gotta pay bills. You understand? It makes no sense. It's a cycle that the oppressor has for us to keep us in the condition that we are in today. You know what I'm saying? And again, this has been since the times of the beginning. This ain't nothing that happened when I was born. It's nothing that happened when your grandmother was born, your great-great-grandmother was born. This was happening because the Lord chose us. You understand? We had fumbled the ball. We let the ball go. The Lord gave us a responsibility. And what happened? When you don't live up to those responsibilities, man, you have tragic things happen, you know, according to the Lord's eyes. So we go to Deuteronomy 7:6, and we're going to read straight what the Lord feels about blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. And it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth." Now, as a Christian would just read it straight through and come up with their inspirational, you know, quote, what they got out of that. Understand? But in the Israelite school, UPK, we break these things down. You understand? We break it down to the smallest compound. To a Christian, this makes no sense. You understand? To a Christian, this is talking about everybody in the goddamn world. This has nothing to do with everybody. You understand? The Lord has chosen a certain kind of people. We're going to read it again, just so we can break it down, give it to you the way that you should give. Again, for thou art an holy people. We like to think, you know, the word holy, that's what we like to highlight when we read this. For thou art an holy people. First of all, who is the thou? The thou, we talking about the children of Israel, man. This is context through Deuteronomy, man. You read through Deuteronomy and you go all the way down, you know, what, to Numbers, you know, you will hear about the children of Israel, you know, about to go into captivity, leaving captivity, man. Only was talking about the children of Israel. So that's the thou that the Lord was talking about. The Lord ain't talking to everybody. It said, for thou art an holy people. Those children of Israel are holy people. Christians have no idea on how to read, or don't even do no research, don't even care to actually, you know, learn something. You understand? They make this word holy seem like it's a sanctified and you clean, you got on all white and you wear crocodile shoes, and you're only holy when you go to church. That's when the only time people feel like they holy, right? Is when they go to church. You know, I'm holy and hallelujah, and then you break dancing in the middle of the aisle, and then you pass that plate around, man. It's nothing but a performance. You understand? For you to feel holy. The Christian church say holy means to be, you know, pure. No, the word holy means to be separate. And again, this is not nothing that I'm making up. You understand? This is what I was taught from the men above me, the men who did the history, the archaeological facts. You understand? The timeless, you know, days of studying. You understand? Never putting it down, wanting to, you know, really find out who these people are in the Bible. You understand? And when you actually get taught this Bible, it's not nothing that we did not know. You understand? This was taught from us through our ancestors. You know, now you get little stories, and you know, religion is what takes away from the natural use of the Bible. But this is a black man's book. You understand? This being a black man's book, you know, just to help you know who you are, help you to know how to navigate throughout this wicked kingdom. You understand? That help you be able to overtake whatever it is that you're dealing with in 2021. You know, everybody worrying about the COVID, and if they even be worrying about what the hell is going to come in a few years, man. Be ready and be prepared and know what's coming in a few years, man, because that's just a sneeze to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a sneeze. It's not even the beginning, man. This is the Lord gathering ingredients to destroy this kingdom, man. You know, and again, we're going to read it again. So, for the Lord art, Salakia, for thou art an holy people, separate people, man. The Lord said, these people I'm talking to are separate people unto the Lord thy God. That sounds like, you know, if you want to really think about this, it sounds like the Lord has favoritism. No, the Lord don't got favoritism. The Lord, people don't even believe the Lord's racist. You understand? You know, to be racist is to desire your own people, man. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with desiring your own people, especially today. Why would I say that? Because you got Chinese people taking care of their people. You go to Chinatown and it smell like duck and it smell like cat and all that stuff, and they cooking in their backyards. You know what I'm saying? You got the Africans, you understand, stinking up Southwest Philadelphia all day and night. You know, you had the Italians running through all South Philly. You understand? And they keep in their own little bubble. You understand? Them East Indians, good night. Like they about to take over 69th Street. You understand? But they stick in their community. You know, they stay with each other. You know, those Chinese people, they work at a Chinese store and they live upstairs, man. That's just how they function. And they work and they work and they work and they work. They slave, they sweat. You know what they do? They go back home and take care of their people. Because why the American dollar has value. The American dollar has value more than any other country. So they come here, they make the bread, and then they go send it home and take care of their family, man. You understand? This is the sacrifices they make to keep you oppressed here in this kingdom. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass the class off to Captain Shapar.
Good job, brother. Give also brother on the round of applause. Oh man. All right. Hold on 1 second. Good to see Akim and Watim. Let me go ahead and salute the brothers and sisters. First, the brothers, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatham, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's a Thursday night history class on Captain Shapar Napash. And just got a lot of a few things I want to uncover tonight. First and foremost, the Passover. I got a few brothers I want to thank for, you know, of course, y'all know, you know, I'm over the food department and the bread department at the Passover, unleavened bread. And this year was a very challenging year because you know, we had our Passover down in Houston, of course, and there was brothers and sisters that met that challenge and you know, really showed the true essence of what we teach in this school about you know, brotherhood and, you know, building this truth and so on and so forth, putting in this work. Just give me a second, I'll just be able to pull up anything. Before I go into that, is there any questions, anything anybody want to go to? Also, I definitely want to go into Joshua. I'm not finished Joshua. We took a little break because of all, you know, the Passover and so on and so forth. But I definitely got to go into that. We're in Joshua the 20th chapter, of course, and break that down. Passover was an outstanding, marvelous event.
That's right.
It was who's who of the nation, man. It was just everything, man. It was wonderful. You know what I mean? I just can't. In my whole life, I haven't been to a party or an occasion as the Passover where brothers and sisters came together, man, and was in complete order, and you know, just there to celebrate, and there was no incidents of any sort. It was just complete brotherhood and what they call Philly brotherly love and sisterly affection. That's exactly what the Passover had going on, man. So I mean, it was a wonderful thing. Because if you think about it, man, Israel can't even get together on a house party before they start shooting and cracking, you know, acting up and fighting and all that. Here we had, oh man, it was over. I know it was over 1,000 people at that Passover, and it was marvelous. Everybody, you know, had their attire representing Israel, man. Swords, weapons in hand, you know what I mean? The food, the fireworks, the generals, you know, it was just an amazing event. So if you didn't get there, you should try to make the Passover, man. You know, you should definitely try to come in and see what it's all about, see what the rah-rah is all about. You know what I mean? Let's see. It was something that I wanted to bring out. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Oh man. Let me first start off with thanking my right hand man. My right hand man, Aharon. My right hand man, Aharon, boy, he's a soul. Y'all don't know. Aharon is the type of cat you don't see until the Passover. You ain't gonna see him all year round. He's a hard-working brother. But when it's time for that Passover, a couple months for that Passover, Aharon calls me, man, and be like, yo, what we doing this year, cat? I'm like, you know what time it is. It's about that time for us to get it in. You know what I mean? Brother's reliable, dependable. I got to thank that brother, man. That brother's real dedicated to, you know what I'm saying? Also, I had a couple other brothers I wanted to thank. I wanted to thank, what's the brother? Marah came through. He helped out with the organization of the troopers and all, you know what I mean? You know, and then yeah, the brother came through and a few other things. There was another, who else? Abun stepped up in a major way this year, you know, to assist in organizing that food department, you know what I mean? And then we also had those that were, and I'm not going to name everybody, because that would be too long. But you can the truth, everybody that came together to help set up the food service department was a big help, you know what I mean? And then the servers, of course, the officers, as well as the troopers, also that bread department. My goodness, the unleavened bread. The sisters in Houston, I don't even have I think I have the list here, but the sisters in Houston came together in a big way, in a huge way, man. And I want to thank them sisters, especially. These sisters came together, and y'all talking about sisters, they came together and made damn near over 4,000 pieces of bread. Y'all know the kind of work that goes in from scratch, that goes into that. I ain't talking about taking the easy route and going to the store and buying your unleavened bread with no leavening in it. I'm talking about making it from scratch, and they did a hell of a job, man. So I want to give them sisters a hand. Under the tutelage of Malakwa, he was my right-hand man on the unleavened bread, man. He did an excellent job. He coming through, looking to get him up in there and get that unleavened bread. Just hand that zone over soon to him, because he did a hell of a job, man. He came through. And I don't have the sister's name right here. Jeez. I want to thank them each individually. GEN.YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K, Kwanamawan, Yapana, Kana, and Nawai. It's another sister that I don't have on this list. But those 8, let me tell you something, man. Israel do an amazing thing, boy, when they're in the spirit, man. And they come back and they start to really feel the need of service. Give me the scripture where the brother climbed the tree. I think the sycamore tree. You know what I'm talking about? And was trying to see Christ. You know what I'm saying? Israel do an amazing thing. Let me see if I can find it. When they come together, man, and that's all you can see the spirit and brothers and sisters when they all come together and we get this and we all going towards one goal. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing to see. And the sisters that came, we also had the sisters, because a lot of sisters couldn't. Of course, they couldn't. They weren't in town. They came down. The sisters were from all the other zones. Came down, man, and just kind of like when we call that. Listen, we need sisters to make extra bread because, of course, after the Passover, we had the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is another high holy day. Sisters came down there. We called sisters that were, because I didn't want to put the bulk, of course, all the work on them sisters, man. They did a hell of a job for a couple of days being in that kitchen for hours. So we definitely got to recognize that. You know what I mean? If you don't know what went into that Passover meal that you ate during the Passover, you were finna find out. You're finna find out all the dedication, the hard work, the brothers' sacrifices that went into the meal that you ate at the Passover. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It's like, so I got what you asked for.
You got it. Where you at?
Luke chapter 19 and verse 4.
Hold that for me. Okay, hold it. Also, is a bunch of other sisters that came through when we put out the call, the call for the for sisters that was able to make bread before the Passover. And I don't think I can pull. I do have that list. I just saw it on the phone, acting a little crazy. I'm gonna read out a few of the sisters. Banyamyan in DC, Ayalawana, Sha'ayan, that's from Yahawadan in the Oakland School, Thakwawa in Washington, D.C., Naima Rabban in Philadelphia, Ratazabad, Philadelphia, Kazaquawath, okay, Delaware, Itara, Delaware, Barakwana, Toronto, Lawaya, North Carolina, Ahalawath in North Carolina, Naima, South Carolina, Natasha in South Carolina, Zamara in South Carolina, April in South Carolina, Yaila, South Carolina, Tharaba, North Carolina, Tamai, North Carolina, Dabara, Dabawara in North Carolina, and Jackie as well, North Carolina. So that was a few of the sisters. We're going to give them a round of applause. Round of applause. We'll have a more thorough list put up, you know what I mean, acknowledging these brothers and sisters that gave this that did this work. The screen ain't up today?
The screen?
Yeah, is it up?
I can put it up for you.
All right. No, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it real quick. Give me something else. So I just wanted to give a little quick water to you. Job well done and excellent job you brothers and sisters did during that Passover, man. It was just outstanding in my eyes. All right, so what we're gonna go into? Any questions? No questions? All right, so we'll go into Joshua the 20th chapter. But before we go into Joshua the 20th chapter, let me see if I can find this. I want to bring out a story. I want to bring out about Joab. Y'all know about, okay, let me just break this down real quick. And then I give you a heads up on what my lesson is gonna be today. Y'all know who Joab was. A lot of y'all might not know. He was the captain of King David's army. Joab. And I'm gonna go into the story with Joab and Abner. Abner was the captain of Saul's army. And you know about David and Saul and how the different excursions that was going on between the two because of the infighting and all. But what happened was, okay, let's pull it up in 2 Samuel, the second chapter. Let me pull it up real quick to the brother. Give him a minute to come back out. But I want to we're going into the sanctuary cities today. The cities of refuge that was set up by the Lord in our nation, man, to give us, to give a person who had accidentally murdered a person, accidentally killed a person's life, a way to, you know, go into this city, proclaim this case, go into the city and seek refuge here. The stipulations were that you were not to leave this city. If you were to leave this city, then the person that avenged the blood of the one that was killed can kill you. That was a heavy thing to our nation, because if you remember, if you read the scriptures and a study of the scriptures, you will see that the Lord said, the Lord gave the what do you call it? The statute of an eye for an eye, meaning this: if you did harm to somebody, what would that be called? That harm would be done to you.
So say it again.
Okay. An eye for an eye means what? What does an eye for an eye mean? Go ahead.
You get me, I get you.
What does it mean? What is it? I know we know that it's what's called what? If I steal your wallet, what am I supposed to do?
Steal my wallet.
I gotta give you your wallet back, right?
Right.
I can't, I gotta give you, or pay back what the Lord says in the scriptures 4 times. You know what? That's in that the one I told you to hold for me, the one
With the tree.
the one in the tree, the sycamore tree. I don't know if we should read that because it might take a long time. All right, we're gonna skip the sycamore tree, but if you see that brother was a tax collector. I'm just gonna paraphrase what the story was about. Y'all can read it. what was the brother's name? It was Zachariah, something, I can't remember his name. But anyway, he had heard the fame of our King Yahushua. Zacchaeus. Okay. And he had heard the fame of Yahushua, but this was a tax collector. And you know how tax collectors, of course, he collected money for the Romans. And imagine you paying, you an Israelite, and you paying money to the Romans, the people coming to get the money from you to take to the Romans, you look at them as wicked and evil. Because why? You don't want, you paying taxes to another nation of people. When it's, and here's one of your people on the side of the nation of people you paying, it just was a wicked thing in our nation. So he was looking at it as a wicked man. And then a lot of times, them tax collectors, they would pay themselves through the taxes they collected. So the Romans didn't really pay them a salary. They got rich off of the money that they was extorting from the people. You follow what I'm saying? So that was going on a lot. So this cat right here said when he heard of Yahushua, he heard of the honor. And think about all the things, the reputation that preceded our king, man. Think about the dignity. Think about the loyalty to the Lord that he had. Think about all the things that our king, he was an honorable man of God, right? He was the man. You know what I'm saying? And this cat being looked at wicked, not wicked, yeah, but wanted to see what see the lack that he had in himself, I want to say. You see a brother, and he's an honorable cat. He doesn't lie, he doesn't steal, he ain't sleeping with another man's woman. You know what I mean? He celebrates the Passover. He's down with the Lord. And here you are, a man in the world, and you doing all them things that he don't do. He is magnified in your life. The Lord is with him. And you know it. This brother knew it. This brother knew, he said, listen, let me go see the man that was, the man that I hear so much about. That's doing all this healing, this all these great things I'm hearing about. He went to go, because he was short guy, went to go climb up the tree to get a better view, right? I always tell people that, but so he climbed up the tree to get a better view of our king, not knowing that our king was coming, well, he knew he was coming in that path somewhere, but he wanted to get a glimpse of it. Our king come through and call out his name. And brother, that must have stunned the hell out of that cat. He said, come out of that tree, because I'm coming to stay with you tonight. Boy, oh boy. That cat must have fell out that tree after they heard that, huh? You know what I mean? But it's because Christ said, of course, even the wicked, even the ones that we consider wicked, the ones are the ones who lost. You know what I mean? Even those people that, even those people that are wicked and they lost. They don't know. They don't understand. They lost. They got to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? This cat right here lost, all up in the rope, you know what I mean? He got to hear the truth. Salakia, 1 second. Shalom, what's with that? Okay, so now, I just want to paraphrase that. I wanted this story because that story hit home with me because, you know what I'm saying? in these sanctuary cities, because these cities were set up, man, by that king, by the king that we speaking of. And us being wicked and being in the world, we have sanctuary cities in every city in this country. It's called the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Wherever we are, that's a sanctuary city for our people to seek refuge, man. To come out of this world, man. To rewash, to wash off all the ignorance of the Lord and to reprogram your mind, man. That's what it's all about. So let's go and read 2 Samuel. So now I want to go into the story. There's a story to Joab. This story right here, boy. Y'all bear with me because I ain't read this in a minute, but it came to me because Joab was seeking revenge. Okay, Abner was in battle, and one of Joab's, I think it's his cousin. I want to say cousin. Let's read the story. 2 Samuel 2. Let's get it.
Oh God. It's a book of 2 Samuel in chapter 2. And
hold on, let me hold on. Is it 2 Samuel? I think 2 Samuel 3. 3 and 22. Let's go there.
3 and 22.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a book of 2 Samuel, chapter 3 and verse 22. And behold, the servants of David and Joab came from pursuing a troop and brought in a great spoil with them.
So now, the servants of David and Joab came in with a great troop and brought a lot of spoils. We don't
come. But Abner was not with David in Hebron, for he had sent him away and he was gone in peace.
What was happening here? Abner, you got to read the story. Abner was coming to David to make a treaty. What happened was there was a breach in Saul's and between Abner and what's the brother's name? The Benjamite brother that had the argument with Abner. Abner was accused of sleeping with one of Saul's concubines. Abner did not do that, but the brother that accused him was accusing him because he wanted political power. Abner was a man that was very high up next to Saul. So Abner was like, well, I can't believe you would even try and accuse me of something like that. He was like, you know what? I'm out, man. I'm the Lord spoke about David. I'm going to make sure David get the kingdom. All right. So bear with me. I'm paraphrasing. Y'all go back and read the story. So now, Abner sends messengers to David, right? To try to work with David. David said, okay, I'm down with that. Come on, we can make a treaty together. Just bring Micah, my wife who's being held, and you know what I'm saying, and let's make this, let's do this. So Saul said, bet. Now, okay, now, man, I gotta go. Before that, what had happened was Abner had killed one of Joab's, I think it was his brother. I mean, they was in battle. And Abner was like, I don't want to, the brother kept pursuing him. He running, Abner is running away from the battle, right? What's Joab's brother's name? The one that kept pursuing him. Said he was pursuing him like a damn, like a gazelle or whatever. The scripture was like he just kept coming. Abner was like, come on, man, let's stop this. Abner didn't want to, he didn't want to hurt the brother, but the brother just kept on. He wouldn't listen. And so Abner, in the defense of himself, accidentally stabbed that brother. And he died. Go ahead.
So that would be considered an accident if you was charged?
Yes, because I'm gonna tell you why. It wasn't his intent. See, the Lord, we're gonna read that too. The Lord said, if you have no malice in your head, if it is not your intent, I think it's Deuteronomy 4. We're gonna pull that up. It wasn't his intent. He didn't want to harm the brother. It was an act of self-defense because the brother was, overtaking him. So he had to defend himself. He accidentally kills his brother. He didn't want to. He thought he had this. I think the scripture said, we got to read the scripture, man. I want to paraphrase a little because I know it's going to take a long time. And I want to go into these sanctuary cities. So now listen. So Joab's brother is dead. Abner goes into the sanctuary city in Hebron. What do we know about Hebron? Who was the one? We're going to read about the sanctuary city in Hebron. But who was the one? Remember Caleb? We talked about Caleb. Caleb wanted that mountainous region in Hebron. That's where that sanctuary city was. See, all this history you got to be up on because it comes back. It's very important you know this because it's they'll make the scriptures seem, you'll start to understand more of the scriptures. All right, so now, what was I saying? So now he went to hide. He went to, because he knew that he had killed the man. It was an accident. It wasn't accidental killing call. When you kill somebody by accident, what do they call it today? Manslaughter, right? Now manslaughter, yes it is. Look at manslaughter. I think it's manslaughter. See, y'all got me confusing me up here. God dang. So now, let's see where we at. So now where we are is, go ahead.
Yeah, manslaughter. The crime of killing a human being without malice after thought.
You see that? That's what the Lord, if you kill a human being with malice, and mean you got the intent, you go out there and you hide in the bushes and you want to kill somebody, you have there's no way other than coming in there's no way that you can be protected back then. Before these cities were set up, it was an eye for an eye. The man, you had a person that was set up that was called what is it called? That come to avenge the blood of the person that was killed. Regardless, could have been an accident. You had that on that person, you coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And it was right because the Lord said an eye for an eye. But now we're going to find out how when the Lord set these cities up, the mercy he showed us. Now, finish where we was at. Now, okay, let me speed y'all up a little bit more. Okay, so now Abner comes to visit David. David invites him, makes a big feast, because now what Abner's going to do is unify the nation. Because he is a high-ranking man in Saul's kingdom, and he was going to bring the people, Benjamin, and whoever's down with him, to David to unify the nation. But now Joab gets wind of this. Now this is where we started right now. Remember, Joab's brother was killed in the battle. Okay, now read where we at.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 3, and verse 23. When Joab and all the hosts that was with him were come, they told Joab.
Now here's Joab coming from a big, he coming with great wealth. He had just came from a battle or, some kind of defeat. He defeated, so they got all kinds of stuff from the defeat and whatever that battle he's returning from. We don't.
Saying, Abner, the son of Ner, came to the king.
So now, Joab is coming in from this, and he get wind that Abner visited David. Huh? Well,
Come. And he have sent him away.
and David said, had him, came, visited with him, and then let him go. Send him away. Let him go on his way. Where? Read on. Let's go ahead.
Come. And he is going in peace.
So now he's going in peace. I'm not probably, what? Can you imagine? Read on.
Come. Then Joab came to the king and said, what hast thou done?
What have you done? Joab talking to the king. He's talking to King David. Read on.
Come. Behold, Abner came unto thee. Why is it that thou hast sent him away, and he is quite gone?
So he's quite gone. Why are you sending him away? He came to you. Why are you sending him away like that? Read on.
Come.
Watch what Joab said.
Thou knowest Abner, the son of Ner, that he came to deceive thee.
He come to deceive you. He didn't come to make peace with you. But that's not true. Well, why is Joab saying this? He's saying this because he wants to revenge. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you, GEN.YAHANNA is excellent. He's real good at this. When a person has malice in their heart, you've got to pay attention to everything they say. Because the things they say is telling you what's in their heart. I'll give you a good example. What's the one? Solomon. Remember when Solomon took them two women about the baby? They had the argument about whose baby it was. And Solomon, he took them aside and questioned each one of them individually. Found out this must be the mother of the baby because she don't want, the one woman said, well, just split the baby in half and give her half and give me half. The other one said, let the other one take it. And Solomon knew. Y'all remember that story? Y'all remember that story? That's a heck of a story. Solomon was excellent at finding out the truth in somebody's story. Like you got to dig, you got to question, because most times people want to hide the truth or don't want to face the truth until you bring it out of them. Who else? What? Somebody else in the scriptures was good at that. Oh, the one that is questioning the Apocrypha. The rose up and said, "I'm free of the blood of this." When the wicked priests, gosh, that slipped my mind. He questioned them priests and found them guilty. That's what happens when you come into a sanctuary city, man. It ain't let me tell you something. This city is not the type of city that you're going to just walk in and these are Levites, man. These are people that know the law. These are the priests. They're going to be looking at you, and every nook of your story is going to be and your everything to find out if you're a liar or not before you come into that city. You follow what I'm saying? Like that city, we're gonna read into it in a minute, but let's finish the story up.
Come on. And to know thy going out and thy coming in.
And to know that going out and not coming in. He want to know what you doing, what your plans are. Read on.
Come on. And to know all that thou doest. And when Joab was come out from David, he sent messengers after Abner.
He said, okay, so now he just left from David making this grand statement about Abner, not knowing what had happened with Abner or anything else. This is let me tell you something, man. This is happening today, all day, every day, man. All day, every day. Brothers run outside, not knowing the situation that they about to delve into, not knowing anything that goes on, and seek revenge because of something that they hear or something that they presuppose because they don't know what the hell is going on. In other words, they're emotional. All right, read on.
Which brought him again from the well of Sirah. But David.
So now he went after Abner. Read on.
But David knew it not.
David didn't know that this was going on, taking place. So Joab went on his own to go and do this. Read on.
And when Abner was returned to Hebron.
Abner coming back to Hebron. Read on.
Joab took him aside in the gate to speak with him.
Joab said, let me talk. You real cunning. Let me talk to you for a minute, man. You know what's going on here. You know. Go ahead, read on. Quietly. He ain't make his intentions known. He set him up. Set him up, man. Read on.
And smote him.
And did what?
Smote him.
Read on.
There under the 5th rib.
So now if you read the story, you'll know Abner jabbed his, killed the brother by hitting him in the same spot. So Joab that even verifies that this was vengeance, meaning he hit him in the same spot that he hit his brother at. Read on.
That he died for the blood of Asahel, his brother.
His brother, that's his brother right there. That's why he died. It wasn't because, and let me tell you something. David even said, should Joab died as a fool? Meaning he died because he was able to get him out of that sanctuary, catch him out of that sanctuary city. Out of that city of refuge. If he was in that city, Joab wouldn't have been able to touch him. Now we're gonna go into the sanctuary city. Boy, give me Joshua 20th chapter. There's a little bit of history, of course. It was 6 cities. Of course, what do we know about the tribe of Levi? Because the sanctuary city was in Levite territory, right? So what do we know about the tribe of Levi? Is anybody online?
3 people, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead. You want to take a stab at it?
The priests, law. They was given the law.
The Levite were the priests. You know what I'm saying? That's correct. Give me something else about Levi, as far as more closely to what we're talking about now, as far as the sanctuary. Go ahead.
As far as the
sanctuary cities. I'm going to give it to you. Maybe I'm wording it wrong. You don't understand. Of all the tribes, the tribe of Levi was not given a specific inheritance. Their inheritance were the cities amongst the other tribes. The tribe of Levi inherited the cities, the suburbs that were amongst the others. So what I mean by that? Okay, in chapter 21, which we'll go into, you'll see that Levi's inheritance given to them because of what? In particular, because of what the Genesis, the 49th chapter, when the Lord said Simeon and Levi will be divided. They'll be scattered amongst in Israel, and they'll be divided. Well, we're looking right here. We're looking at that prophecy coming to pass that Jacob prophesied about his two sons. Why? Why are they? I'll wait till my brother comes back a little bit. But I'm gonna give you this question. How can I word this? Why are they? I mean, that was what was pronounced on them. Was that when you're how can I say it? Well, not just, but the Lord did that because okay, I'm gonna just give it to you because it's hard to kind of word. The Lord did that merciful act. Hey, shalom. That merciful act on giving the Levites, scattering them, when what was supposed to happen, stay on topic what we're talking about. What was supposed to happen when, y'all know the story of Simeon and Levi, right? What did Simeon and Levi do? Go ahead.
They went to, they didn't like each other. Well, they had the okay. They both were known for their little, I guess, man.
No. Something they specifically did. Is anybody online answering?
Live.
I don't see this. Something Simeon and Levi went to go and take revenge on them Africans for raping Dinah. Remember Dinah? He went and raped Dinah, and they killed those Africans, right? Right, as for raping their sister. Was that just? Why?
Nobody told them to do that.
Nobody told them to do that. But go ahead. It was malice, absolutely. They had the intent to go out. That's absolutely right. Give my hand. They intended to go out and kill them. But I'll tell you another thing. Simeon and Levi, because according to God's laws, they wouldn't be no Simeon and Levi. Because if you say an eye for an eye, and you go out and you go and sleep, remember, an eye for an eye was meant to set just not for you to go brother. You get your eye plucked out. You go take his eye, nose, mouth, legs, all off. It wasn't meant for you to go to the extreme with. It was meant for justice. You know what I'm saying? You do something to me, that same thing that happens to you. That's justice. When you go and take it overboard, now you just you know what I'm saying? You going somewhere else with it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead now.
It's like it's real quick. Like they did have it's somewhere in the scriptures where it say if you beat a man up, you're supposed to go work for him. Because I mean, right? I mean, if he jammed up, like say you beat the brakes off somebody and he unable to work, you know, they say you're supposed to go work for that man's family.
You gotta pull that for me just to make sure. Let me pull this iPhone out. Let me see. Let me just get everybody on board. Where is it said in the scriptures? I'm just going to find it because this is real important. There was no Leviticus 29, 24, and 19. Grab that for me.
Leviticus 24.
Grab it for me real quick.
Come. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
And if a man causeth a blemish in his neighbor, as he hath done, so it shall be done to him. Breach for breach, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. as he hath caused a blemish in a man, so
that?
it shall be done to him.
As he has caused a blemish in a man, so it should be done to him. Meaning you can't go overboard because something going, you know. That's not justice, man. That's just your wily, you know, mind or whatever. You know, you think because you've been breached, now you can just go wild out and all that. No, man. A lot of people, I see that too. With these abusing these kids and all that. You know what I mean? They just go way beyond correcting the child. They go into something else. They go into, you know what I mean? They just damn near like they remember. They trying to get all the pain out that they suffering out of this little 8-year-old boy that's not even grown, that even finished developing yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous, man. So the Lord said there's got to be an end to your recompense. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So now you kill a person, there is no law saying that, you know what I'm saying, you the avenger, the man is coming to avenge that man's blood has got a right to kill you. It was a person. Let's just go. I'm gonna get into that. Let's go back to where we was at. What were we just reading? I don't want to skip too far ahead.
2 Samuel.
Did we finish 2 Samuel yet? We finished 2 Samuel, right?
Okay.
I think we went past 2 Samuel. Give me Numbers 35 and 31. Let's go to 31. Let's get the guidelines to the Lord said the difference between murder and manslaughter. Oops. Manslaughter is the accidental or not premeditated killing of a person. Murder is when you go out there and you it's in your mind that this is what you want to do. There is no, you know, sanctuary for you. The priest heard that, you wasn't allowed in the city, person to come and pursue your blood, he got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, quick question, sir. So in that case, right, as far as like war, I mean, I know like brothers, they may not have the malice, but their intent is to protect themselves. If somebody, you know, come against them, you know.
Oh, you're self-defense. But now, even in the act of self-defense, before this, the person had the right to put you to death. There's no way there's nothing you can offer up. Now feel this. What can you offer up for another person's life? Are you able to offer up what can you offer up for another person's life?
Your life.
That's it. Ain't no money what you gonna pay. Right now, people pay to get out of, you know.
Right.
They kill somebody, they pay enough money, get a lawyer, get them off of that case, you know, get them out. Or, you know, found not guilty. You walk free. That's why the mindset of this place has gone down the torch with you from the jump, but you see a lot of people that are free, that's walking around society that, you know, that have, you know, just done all kind of different things, and they really ain't no cut cards of what they do because they just done it all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't repentant. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want they don't want to make good on evil that they've done. You know what I'm saying? They happy with the way they live it. You know what I'm saying? That's all day long. I mean, who got what I asked for? You got it? Read it for me.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death.
He shall be surely put to death. The life of a murderer who is guilty of death shall surely be put to death. You going?
Verse 32. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest.
That's what happened. Okay, now that's heavy right there. But we'll give me I think it's Exodus 21. Let's get a few things. There was there's death sentences all through the Bible where you worthy of death. Give me some instances where in the Bible the Lord said you worthy of death. Go ahead.
Okay. So the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely put to death.
See what the Lord said? If you kill a man so that he died, you got to be put to death. You going?
Come on.
What verse is that?
That was verse 12.
We're going.
Come on. Verse 13. And if a man lie not in wait, but the Most High deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whither he shall flee.
You see that? What does that mean? If a man lie in wait and the Lord deliver in his hand. Read that again.
Come on.
If a man lie, not in wait. Read it again.
Come on. And if a man lie not in wait, but the Most High deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whither he shall flee.
That's in the law. What does that mean? What does it mean to lie not in wait? Meaning in your mind, you ain't got no premeditated ideas about killing somebody. Meaning this is an accidental murder. Killing. It's like I keep saying murder. Killing. You're not lying in wait. What is it? A man lying in wait? He's laying there waiting for the opportunity to kill this person. Here you are not lying in wait, and the Lord and this man comes on you, and you defend yourself or whatever. Just like we read with the brother Abner, and he dies. Now this man, the Lord said, "I'm going to appoint a place where you can seek refuge." Meaning I'm going to have mercy on this type of cat, because why? His mind was not filled with, y'all know the law. His mind was not filled with malice to go out here and murder a person. His mind was not tainted with hate for his brother. That's where you got to go, man. That's where it is gone, man. All over the place. And we see right here, it's in the Bible, that this is what happens. This is how murder is committed. And you see all this death coming because the Lord's judgment. Any more on that? So give me some ideas. Where the Lord said a man was worthy to be put to death, and what is that? We know murder. Right. What about, go ahead. Rape. You know what I'm saying? It was in the news, 16-year-old cat. Y'all hear about that? You heard about it, didn't you? Oh, in the apartment, caught this older lady and raped her, and they look over every. It was on the news. I think it was yesterday. 16 years old. You know what I mean? Now, what the mind of that according to the Lord, that brother should be put to death. Because it's in the scriptures, y'all want to pull it? Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 25, I think it is.
This book of Deuteronomy, 22 and verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lied with her shall die.
See that? That's plain and simple. You force a woman and lie with her, that'll stop you from what you living for. You can keep on, you can taint the minds of other people and keep on raping and doing that act. The Lord knows how to get rid. Imagine if the people died that did these things. It would be a much better place, wouldn't it? It would be, man, it would be, the streets wouldn't be so bad. Problem is, you got people running around here murdering people and getting away when they believe they're getting away with it. And you know what I mean, and live to go and murder some more. Yeah, they caught one cat, man, just recently that did like 8 murders. Did you hear about that cat? Y'all gotta watch, y'all gotta listen to the news sometime, right? This cat then killed 6 to 8 people, something like that. And they just recently caught up to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that got to be put away. So let's go back to where we were in previously. Let's see, you got rape, you got idolatry, idol worship. Man come to you and entice you to go worship some false god. Let your hand be, did the Bible say that? Let your man be first to strike him. What else? Somebody that's a drunk, or a child that's unruly to their parents, of course. I'm explaining it's bestiality, false prophets. You see what the Lord is doing? The Lord, by all these people being put to death, it stops this. It stops a lot of evil. Go ahead, brother. Adultery. Oh my gosh, how did you forget? I would forget that. Adultery shall be put to death. You know what I mean? So it just stops the behavior of unrighteousness. It puts an end to it. You know what I mean? You put enough people to death doing that, trust and believe, people ain't they're going to know not to, sooner or later not to do that. Then they'll start to live inside the parameters of what the Lord set up for us to do. You know what I mean? You don't put them to death for that. This place encourages adultery. This place encourages homosexuality. This place encourages murderers. Some of the greatest murderers in history receive badges from this place, man. Honor, dignity from this place. You know what I mean? All right, so where we at? Let's go back to where we was at where we leave off. Did we get Joshua? Let's go back to Joshua 20th chapter. Y'all stay with me because I'll be forgetting where we at sometimes.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 20. The Lord also spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for your cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses.
Moses. Now you remember, and we ain't got the map up. There was 6 cities. There was 3 on the east side of the Jordan, and then there was 3 supposed to be on the west side of the Jordan. Let's bring a map. Can you bring this TV up?
Come on.
Let's get it. Yeah, turn it on. Let's bring a map up real quick so they can see what I'm talking about. It was 3 on the east side and 3 on the west. Moses set up the 3. Remember when the Gadites, the Gadites, the Reubenites, and Manassites, I believe. They were on the east side of the Jordan. Y'all know about that, right? We went over that. They had the land on the east side of the Jordan. And then the other tribe on the west side, when we crossed over the Jordan, and all the rest of the tribes got their lands. All right? So we're going to bring up the map so y'all can get a better idea on how these cities were set up. They were Levitical cities. The Levites had a total of 48 cities, including these. So 42 is in the next chapter. We're going to read in 21. They have 42 cities, and with these 6 would be 48. You know what I mean? So, and then let's see what else I want to go into. Let's read on while you're getting that up.
Come on. Verse 3, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwittingly may flee thither, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood.
Hold on, stop right there. That the slayer that killeth any man, what?
That killeth any person unawares and unwittingly.
Unwillingly, unintentionally, right? Right? You didn't intend to kill this brother. Maybe you driving down the street, bam, you hit somebody step out in front of you. You didn't mean to kill him. But the damage is done. There's nothing to bring that person back. That person had loved ones. Person had family. That person had a life. I don't know, maybe had children, maybe had a wife, maybe had, brothers and sisters. They have lost someone. Sometimes we think, a lot of people think about killing somebody, they don't think of the ramifications and what's involved in taking that person's life. They act off emotion, and that emotion, you listen to something that pumps them up, get full of pride. Somebody stepped on my shoe. Ain't nobody supposed to be stepping on my shoe. You know who I am? How dare you step on my shoe when you're supposed to know who I am? That's pride. The death of the high priest, that's supposed to ring a bell with you. That's supposed to ring the bell with you. We just got you celebrating the Passover. Guess who wasn't there? The high priest. Well, I mean, not maybe the spirit, but not, but y'all get what I'm saying. He because of his death, which is so ironic if you think about it, because the same people, because of his death is the reason why we are gathered together here. You know what I mean? So let's get some more. So read that part again.
Come on. The slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwittingly may flee thither, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood.
That's going to be your refuge from the avenger of blood. That's where you go. And the Lord made these cities more accessible. And you had, the Lord wanted to make it so that you was able to, wherever you at in the nation, you was able to get to one of these cities, boy, if need be. You know what I'm saying? If you had no malice and you unintentionally killed a brother or sister or whatever. You know what I mean? We don't.
Come on.
What verse you at?
Verse 4 says.
Go
Come. And when he doth flee unto one of those cities, shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city.
Now here we go. When you go to that city, there's men trained with the train in, trained and all that, to hear what you got to say. And don't look at it light, because you ain't getting up in that city thinking that you're going to sneak in that city somehow. First of all, it's a gate. Second of all, the people of the city going to be looking at you sideways if you a stranger, because they know what that city is meant for. It would water down the true intent of what the city was meant for, man. If just anybody can come in the dang city, like people try to make it out the sanctuary city was where you can just walk up in there and nah, ain't happening. That ain't happening at all. You know what I mean? You had some the men that was where you want to where, and then they looking at you. Man, this is better than a lie. The white man got the lie detector test. This is better than a lie detector test. This is this is a discerning of spirits. You know what I mean? So give me some more. So now you declare your case before they even let you in the city, to see if they want to, be able to have you in their city. And think about this: it's a city. I mean, you ain't just shacking up, because remember, there's no jails, there's no police. You got the police. There's a way taking you way back. You know what I'm saying? This was a society that was functioning off of a man being innocent, taking refuge in the Lord's mercy on those that their mind wasn't hating on their brother. Remember the scripture said, you shall not hate your brother without a feeling in your heart. I'm paraphrasing, y'all know what I'm talking about. You're not allowed to hate your brother, have hatred in your brothers in your head. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Where it says your neighbor, where it says neighbor. Somebody find that scripture for me. Let me look it up real quick. Let me see. Any questions?
Nah, sure.
Let me see. Leviticus 19:17. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Leviticus 19:17. Read it for me.
This book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke him. Don't hate him. You know what I mean? But you should rebuke him. You should tell him, brother, come pull him aside, brother. What you did was wrong. You know what I mean? You felt this type of way about what you did. It was wrong. You know what I mean? Such and such. That's, rebuking him. That's telling him about his trespass. You don't just say, brother, you know what I mean? Then that's going, it's the way you do things. You tell him in a way he can receive it. At least he can say, well, damn, you know what I mean? He did come to me like a brother. You know what I mean? Go ahead, read on.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Keep going.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You see that? There you go, right there. There you go. Now, you got to remember Levi. Remember Levi, Simeon and Levi? The Lord showed mercy by scattering them in Israel. If you think about it, Levi, because of them going overboard and enacting that revenge, they went and slaughtered them damn Hamites, even though that's a heathen nation. But that revenge, that's why the Lord said it was cruel. If you go read Genesis, the 49th chapter, I think it's 49, yeah. Simeon and Levi, the prophecy against on them. So here they are in the city, and the mercy that the Lord showed them. They supposed, you know what I mean, they looking, you know what I mean, operating the city, knowing that, okay, you know, we got to extend this mercy that was shown us, of course. All right, let's see where else we at. Read on, where we at? Well, stay with me, come on. That's all right. I got you.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 20 and verse 4. And when he that doth flee unto one of those cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city. They shall take him unto the city, unto them, and give him
They
a place.
shall take him unto them. That's what a refugee is, right? Right? It's somebody you take unto yourself, right? That's what it means. So they taken this person after, because they have received him and they heard his cause, his case, and they deem this brother is innocent of malice against this man that he accidentally killed. He didn't have no intent. His cause is just. Well, let me take you in here, and you will go in the city, and it would be a city. It wouldn't be like you get 3 hots in a cot. You go and probably work and, you know, survive with, you know, partake in the city's, you know, you got the people in the city that's the heads of the city. You got people living in the city. You know what I'm saying? You know, and make sure that as long as you within the gates of this city, you cool. You cool. Read on.
Come, that he may dwell among them. Verse 5. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slayer up unto his hand, because he smote his neighbor unwittingly and hated him not before time.
Now let's talk about this avenger of blood. He said avenger of blood, that's what he said? Who was this? Who was this person that was set up to avenge the blood of the person? Read on. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to take a stab at it?
You asked who was this person, avenger?
Yeah,
the person like the person who's getting back, you know, because of say.
Well, could it be anybody?
Not according to just a random, you know, the person who feels as though, you know, that person needs justice.
No. Go ahead.
Could it be a family member?
It'd be the closest relative. So he would be set up. Hold on one second. It'll be, raise your hand. So it'd be the closest relative. The one that's hold on, let me see if I can find the scripture. Let me just double check this. The one that was set up to have. There was always in your family somebody set up to keep the integrity of the family intact. Meaning they've said, oh, I got this is a good one. When you talk about Boaz, remember Boaz when he was trying to redeem Ruth? I think it said when he was trying to. Well, Boaz, there was always someone set up like if you was to fall into poverty, there would be a family member that can redeem you out of that poverty. If you was to, I don't know, let me see, what else? If you was to, let me see, if your imagine your land was sold, but then you would have a member that could buy back your land. He would be somebody, he would be your relative that would oversee your family's estate or whatever. Where is the scripture? I don't have it on. Let's see. Somebody found, I think it's in the third chapter. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Boaz. Let's see if I can find this scripture 1 second. Oh, they call it the kinsman redeemer. Give me Ruth 4 and 3 real quick. This is give you a little light on what I'm saying is right.
This is the book of Ruth, 4 and verse 3. And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land. She's
selling land. Read.
Which was our brother Elimelech's.
Elimelech, I believe.
Verse 4. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, buy it before the inhabitants and before the elders of my people.
You see that? Like he was the kinsman that was closest to redeem that land, to buy that land back before it fell out into the hands of strangers or somebody else. You see what I'm saying? He had the rights to do that. You know what I mean? Also, if you had fell into slavery, he would be able to redeem you out of slavery. He would be able to, and he would be able to, if one of the family members got killed or got murdered, he would be the one to go and enact the what do you call it? To avenge the blood of that person that was slain. He would be the one. So that's a little on that. I have to get the precepts on that. But let's go back to the 20th chapter of Joshua. Let's finish that up.
Come. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 20, verse 6. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return and come into his own city.
You see that? Why is that important? Go ahead.
Him coming back into his own city?
No, the first part, read that part again.
Come on. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until death of the high priest that shall be in those days.
That until the death of the high priest, meaning that the high priest is the priest that would go. Y'all know about the high priest, right? Tell me something about the high priest. Go ahead, Barzal.
Well, as far as in this context, him staying there until he died is like he over the case. And that after that priest died, he ain't really nobody else.
He's free from having to be in that. He can go back. He can go free. Now, why was it significant? Now, what about, okay, does it seem fair? Like, if I come in there, like, if you've been in there imagine if you get a young high priest. Young high priest might live 40 more years. Young high priest, huh? Oh, imagine if I catch a high priest on the edge of death, and he about to die in about 6 months. Does that seem fair? I got it all thinking there. Does it seem fair that I come in there? I come into the sanctuary city, and the high priest old, he's sick, and he about to go pass on, and he passes on in 4 months. And now you've been there for almost 40 years. Does that seem fair? Absolutely, it does. Why? Because whether you know it, the Lord's judgment or justice surpasses how we feel as far as what's taking place, right? What seems fair to you or not. I'm gonna tell you why. There is no murder. It's damn near like you can't. There's nothing you can give to redeem yourself from that murder. I mean, that killing or whatever. You said murder. That killing is the Lord's judgment on what your sentence is. May not seem right to you, but it's right here, and it is right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things like that, as far as people's, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. You being in the sanctuary city, around the priests and all, type of person you gonna be. You gonna be a humble type. You coming out there, boy, with all kind of knowledge and not, and understanding and all. Whereas if you wasn't around the priest before, you were somewhere maybe off into one of the other tribes, living amongst somebody distant. Now you're inside the Levitical city, and you living amongst the priests, and you living in the city, and you conducting yourself a certain way. You ain't, them priests ain't, they lived a strict life. You know what I mean? They lived a strict life, man. You know what I mean? So, just to let you in on that. What else? I was saying something, I can't remember. So let's go on, let's read on some more. What verse we at?
Verse 7 said. Well, the end of
the death of the high priest paid for the sins of the people. Now feel that. I'm telling you, we going into, why when the high priest died, that's it. You forgive him. All right. Keep going. Let's get some more.
and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return and come into his own city.
Then he shall go into his own city. Man, this was excellent right here. I just can't believe. It's a lot of information I'm trying to cram in a little bit of time, but this is an excellent subject to study because it shows how everyday. Imagine everyday life is like this. This is wonderful, man. This is absolutely different than what it is. It's a total. People look at this and talk about something how what do you call it? Not barbaric, but how chaotic, you know, how this is back, how it was back then. This is absolutely honorable. You know, I'm gonna tell you why. You would not have a society like you have right now with a bunch of you know, murdering, homosexual, rapists, drug dealers, all of this type of, you know, you got a whole culture of sin in the society, a whole culture that is like a cloud that hovers above you your whole life. It's like your kids are going to experience this culture before you teach them how to talk, how to walk. You know what I mean? They're going to have the culture of Christianity. I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, this exemplifies exactly what I'm talking about. If I'll clear it a little bit, I'm gonna give you a situation happened to me the other day. Y'all know after the pastor, I was on the crutch for a couple of days. So I, you know, went out to the store early one morning and caught the store before it opened, a couple minutes before it opened. And there was about 4 or 5 brothers out there, you know, lined up, ready to go in the store, right? Hey, Bazaar, hit me one more time. The 4 or 5 brothers lined up outside in line, just waiting peacefully for the door to open. I got my little crutch in my hand. I'm easing my way in the line. And lo and behold, there was a woman that came up. And she didn't get in the line. She came up and stood on the side. She stood on the side. And it didn't, I mean, well, me with my keen sense of understanding in my mind, I don't understand a lot of things, but I understand what this black woman is up to. So she stood there, and there's people getting in line. I mean, a couple other men got behind, you know. And then there was a Chinaman that walked up. And y'all just getting off this little Chinese thing, right? About Chinese people not being, about their little plight that they going through. Do you know that Chinaman, and that, I'm glad I wasn't around no brothers, because I got a little indignant in that one. Because you know what, I'm so sick and tired of black men getting trampled on, man. Do you know when they opened that door, that Chinaman went, charged to that door, and that sister right behind him. And I said, you know what? I told the guy at the door, don't make no damn sense that these people don't respect black men. When they heard that, the sister turned around and she damn near, you know, froze in her tracks. And then the brother started going in. But she heard what I was saying. I said, you know what? I said, hey, I called her, you see us in line? The Chinese man. Yeah, like he didn't hear me. You see us in line. Sister, she was darting for the door too. I said, you know what? That don't make no sense that these women don't respect black men. That's what happens when you fill their head up with nonsense their whole goddamn life. You call them queens and all that. They don't think that they don't even recognize you. United States, they recognize the citizens of this place. They'd never get into a line with white people and walk in front of them. You understand? So when I said that, she froze, then the line started moving. She still got in, but she got behind me. She still got cut in line of the men that was behind me, but she didn't get, you know what I mean? So as I went in the door, the brother in front of me, the one that was standing right in front of me, he saw me later on in the store. He said, you know what? That's why, yeah, I did see that take place, you know. And, you know, I damn near, I damn near had a heart attack. Because the brother wouldn't say nothing. He waited till he's safe and secure inside the goddamn store with nobody around before he said something. And that's just a black man, man. You just take your abuse, man. You take your abuse and you let all these people walk over the top of you, man, and then you angry at each other and all this garbage, man. The Lord, didn't he say he put you in charge of the woman? That's what he said. Like that irks me, man. I just can't do, like this one thing rewarding a woman for being a good woman. Like I see you handling your business, you a modest woman, you ain't out there shaking your tail, you ain't out there yelling in no man's face, your household is secure, your family. Yo, sis, yeah, go ahead, you know what I mean? I don't mind letting you up. But just because she got a vagina, let these goddamn women to the point where they don't even see you. They think it's natural for them to, you know, the kindness that's no longer a factor now. It's just natural that I just walk right in front of you when I want to. You know what I mean? You're not, no, man, that I don't like that. Therefore, I tell you, and I'm being real subtle with the class. I'm glad there wasn't no option around me. I don't like when the brothers around me, I hold back. But boy, I remember this one situation. I'll tell y'all this real quick. Same type of situation, but this was in DC. It was in Chinatown, right? A little teeny little store, everybody crammed in the store. Brother at the beginning of the line, he in a wheelchair. This sister walks up from the back of the line and said, would you move it? Why are you holding us up? And threw her money on the counter and walked. Boy, for the life of me, I was just new coming to the truth too. Yo, I licked into that sister so bad, brother. We was arguing in that store, man. And as I walk out the store, guess what I see? General Muhammad in the truck. Said, Sabah, come here. General Muhammad was in the truck. I told him the other day too about it. He don't remember. I remember. I know his red was with him too. And he said, you know what, Sabah, I can't say that you're wrong about what it was. He said, you're right. But every fighter, you know, he went to the day, and I remember telling me, this type of world we in, every fighter, you know, pick and choose your battles and all that stuff. And it's right. He's right. You know what I mean? This is a wicked ass world that hate black men. You know what I mean? But god damn, boy, it just is something that, you know. And I'll tell you another thing. Here's another. I'm gonna give y'all one. I'm not gonna stay too much longer. One more story, and then I'm gonna go a few more scriptures. That'll be the end of the class. But listen, I was Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is another store I was at. And you know, we fast because we don't eat, you know, the leavening, anything with leavening, you can't eat for that week. And you see I damn near when I was in the parking lot, I'm sitting in my car, and I'm watching everybody carrying big cakes out. Like I'm watching, watching them with the, you know, like having a party or something like that. And I damn near thank the Lord. I thank the Lord for taking me out of that misery, man. It looks like it's fun, don't it? Like everybody having fun. The cake is big. They got candles, got the balloons. Everybody gonna eat good, but they sacrificing this. It's damn sacrificing to Satan. It's damn near you can't control no lust. If you tell somebody they can't have their lust, you're evil for telling me I can't have this thing that I lust for. This thing, this cake, this ice cream, these balloons, this candy, this man, this whatever I want, because it's my lust. Like I damn near saw right in that parking lot while we was in a Feast of Unleavened Bread, while the Lord said, "Don't eat that leaven and that bread, man," because he's trying to make you. He's trying to get you to see something, or trying to keep how do I want to say it? Keep you from being such a lustful monster that you destroy yourself, man. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's wonderful, man. You got that type of restraint, man. We can do a lot. You know what I mean? We can do a lot. So where we at?
Verse 7, sir.
Go ahead.
Kamakah. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee.
Hold up. Where's it at? Bring the map up. Let's see what it says. Yeah, they appointed Kadesh. Let me get the big map. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 41. And I want you to hold that, all right?
Come.
Like, can you imagine the Levites been forgiven for what they done? How would they be? How would you be if the Lord said, listen, he had mercy on you and forgive you for the things you've done? What kind of character would you be? You ain't gonna be the character you was that done those things previously. You know what I mean? And of course, they understood their history. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing. Bring up a big one, man. You got one with all of them? They ain't got all the. That's not all of them, is it? No.
Which
That's
part?
northern Israel. Cities of refuge, right there. Golan and Ramah, Kadesh. Quadash means holy. Golan and Ramoth Gilead. We're separate. That's a separate Quadash. But I want one with all 6 of them, so we can see it down in Judah and in Ephraim. Was it on it? It was Judah, Ephraim, and there was the one in. Because Moses set up the ones on the other side, which was Golan. See, Golan and Ramoth Gilead. I think that was in. Ramoth Gilead was in. What's it? Okay, Reuben. I think it was in Reuben. But let's pull up a good map, man, so we can get it. All right, so go ahead. Let's finish reading up.
Come. This is the book of Joshua, 1 verse 7.
Go ahead.
And they appointed Kadesh and Galilee and Mount Naphtali and Shechem and Mount Ephraim and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron.
Which is Hebron. That's where's Hebron? Where we just talked about Abner was. That's the sanctuary city that Abner was at, Hebron, which is where Caleb. Remember Caleb? Caleb, Joshua, and the Lord gave him that region right there. He said, I wanted to, be down there with the giants. I want to rid the land of the giants. So the Lord gave him that land. Well, that was one of the sanctuary cities in that area. It was in his land. Read on. So read it again. Hebron.
And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee and Mount Naphtali.
Well, Kadesh was the one on top. Whenever we get the map, we'll see. Kadesh means separate. Oh, it's Kadesh, of course. In Galilee, read on.
And Shechem and Mount Ephraim.
Shechem, which means shoulder. How you say it in the Hebrew? I got to look it up. And Ephraim, which means shoulder. You going?
And Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron.
Which was in Judah. That's where the 3 sanctuary cities on the east, on the west was. All right, read on. Any more?
And the mountain of Judah.
Keep going. Yeah, Judah, go ahead.
Verse 8. And on the other side, Jordan, by Jericho, eastward, they assigned the Zor.
See, on the other side of the Jordan, where the other 3 tribes were Bezer, read on.
And the wilderness upon the plain out of the tribe of
Reuben.
And Ramoth in Gilead.
Read on.
Out of the tribe of Gad.
So Gad had a sanctuary city. So did Reuben, and I think Manasseh did too. Let's read on.
And Golan and Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh.
You see? So now, so those were the 6 sanctuary cities that were set up by the mercy of the Most High, that if a man without intent, when he did not have malice in his heart, and accidentally killed his brother, he could flee to one of them cities. Now, let's go to Ruth 3:1. Let me bring this out real quick, a little bit. I'm going to go a little over just to bring it out a little bit more so that we can be able to understand the kinsman, the man that would be the redeemer of. We read a little bit of the Ruth, but we read a little bit more. Let me see what Leviticus 25:25. Get that for me. I'm all over the place real quick. Somebody have a question online anyway?
Right.
Okay. If they do, just let me know, all right? Okay. All right. That's a good one too. So what you got?
I got Ruth 3:1.
Read that 3:13.
Okay. This book of Ruth, chapter 3 and verse 13. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning.
Yeah, Leviticus. Come on. You going?
That if he will perform unto thee the part of the kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman's part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of the kinsman to thee.
You see that? It went down, meaning he had to, it would be the head, closest kinsman that could redeem. Well, I'm pretty sure he was talking about, marrying Ruth. He said if he won't do it, and he rejected because he didn't, at that time he might have had a lot. I don't know what it says in the scriptures, but I can't remember. Any more? Read on. Is that it?
As the Lord liveth, lie down until the morning.
Uh-huh.
Verse 14.
Oh, that's it on that. All right, let's get the next one real quick.
Come on. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 25. If thy brother be waxing poor and have sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it.
You see that? If you get poor and you sell you sell away your possession, and what happened?
Come on. And if any of his kin come to redeem, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold.
You see that? He was allowed to give back what his brother had sold. Hold on a second. And then we got one, of course, and I wanted to bring out, and is that Jeremiah 32nd chapter, when the brother Hanan went to one of his kinsmen that was next in line to buy back his field. He said, "You buy because you are able to buy it, meaning you are the man that's able to redeem this back to me." So that just goes. This is just give you a few scriptures on ammunition to understand that. You know what I mean? All right, let's go back to the 20th chapter of Joshua. We got to finish Joshua up.
So God,
This is the chapter. Go ahead.
this is the book.
Oh, did we go to well, we did the one where Moses set up the three on the other side. Well, we know Moses set up. We don't have to go into that. Go ahead, read what you got.
Okay. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 20 and verse 9. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them, that whosoever killeth any person at unawares might flee thither.
Unawares, or without malice, might flee into these cities. Which we gave a couple of examples of the cities. Let's see, anything else I'm forgetting to bring out? I think that's it. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead.
I have a question unrelated to this topic.
It's
in John 13 and 34.
Okay, real quick. Go ahead. What is the question first?
The new commandment. I just want to understand why he said it was the new commandment.
Okay, read this for me if you could.
This is the book of John, chapter 13 and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Why do you think that Yahweh Shah said he giving you a new commandment? Take a stab. Well, you take a stab.
Because we wasn't doing it.
We wasn't doing it. Anybody else? You on it. You definitely did. You are on it. Read up above it. Let me see. Read 2 verses up.
Verse 32. And if God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself.
Hold on, where are you at?
This is the book of John, chapter 13, and verse 32.
Go ahead.
If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him. Verse 33. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me. And as I said unto the Jews, whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you. Verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Pretty much, this is what they needed. This is the commandment. Of course, love thy brother as thyself. But this is the commandment of Christ giving them to as a summation of all that he was teaching them. Like it was all new in the process of them, and them understanding everything that he taught them. What do I mean by that? Like Christ is laying stuff down on the disciples and all that, right? And he's saying, he's teaching them as he's putting it down, meaning he's explaining to them what it means. You follow what I'm saying? So now, as he's doing this, he's saying, like, remember he said the whole law hangs on this: love thy brothers thyself. Love thy brothers thyself. So he's saying that this commandment, how can I say it? All the law kind of like hangs on love thy brother as thyself. I'm giving you this new commandment so you understand what the whole summation of everything that I'm telling you is about. Read it again. Read it from the top.
Okay. This is the book of John, 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Verse 35. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples.
Boom. Why did he say that? How would they know he's his disciples? Go ahead.
Because you love your brother like Christ loved you. Like love them. Well, okay, what I'm trying to say, Slack.
Go ahead.
Like, in order for us to even prove, that we, love doing these commandments, we have to do them to our brothers, which in those 12 tribes, right? Those 12 tribes, that's how Christ's gonna be able to know if, we love him.
Christ's gonna be able to see by your conduct, by the things you do, by whether you perform in the law according, you fulfilling the law, doing what the Lord said. That's the commandment is, I'm leaving you with this, because I'm about to roll up out of here. But you love one another, and that's how they're going to know you, my disciples. That's how they're going to know the truth. And we need that here. Because there is no love. That Passover was love to a black man, Hispanic and Native American Indian man. And they showed up, man, and it was glorious. And it was much love, man. Love one another, got that Passover, the way it did. Because brothers and sisters truly was in the spirit to show that type of love to one another, man. So Christ left us with that. Christ left us with that because he was like, I'm about to be out of here, but the way they're going to know you, my disciples, is one way. You might not know about what people tell you, but you can see that conduct. You can see the way they carry themselves, the way they act towards each other, the things they do. Whether they're doing what I laid down, are they celebrating the high holy days, Are they not eating pork? Are they not popping holes and getting high and stuff like that? Are they doing what the law teaches? Seems like a new commandment, but Christ is just instituting what was already laid down. You know what I mean? Just like he said. Remember he said what did he say in the last supper? He said, what did he say? He said, this is the new. He said not the new covenant. He said, what did he say? It was something that I was just thinking about the other day. I can't. But he said something in there, and it made you think that it was, what was it? Oh, man, I can't think of what it was. Man, it's going to kick me. As soon as I get out of class, I'm going to think about it. I hate when that happens. But, yeah, he laid down some things at that Passover up in that upper room with his disciples, man. When they're eating that meal, you know what I mean? They can't eat that meal with no malice and all that. And they're eating it with the king. You understand? So, yeah, that's what it means. Anything else? We have to wrap it up anyway. It's about that time. Listen, I wanna thank y'all for coming in this Thursday night class. Chopping up these scriptures with me a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to thank the generals and all that for what they put down on the Passover Bazaar. If you go on my page on Facebook, I want that video with Commander GEN.YAHANNA on my timeline. I'm gonna play that at the end, all right? Yeah, I want to thank that. All those that in all the zones, not just the food service, they put it down, from security, decorations, the garments, all the hotel, the venue. I'm gonna tell you, the guy Harris called me, the one that owns the venue that he was at. He was excited about, trying to get together. Well, we got to do this again. That was amazing. I really appreciate you, brothers and sisters. It was a spiritual event. We enjoyed having you. Let's do that's. He talked my head off about 10 minutes about how beautiful and glorious it was. I said, you know what, Mr. Harris, you are absolutely right. That was a wonderful event. He said, maybe we can have some type of joint venture, and, get together and do it again. And just y'all let me know what we need. And he was very, very enthused about seeing y'all and how y'all behaved at that Passover. But once again, amazing event. Let's do it again, man. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest Officer Barzal. Did you find it?
I'm trying to log into Facebook right now, so sorry.
Okay, no sweat. Give him a minute real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that was amazing. Them fireworks was something too. Them fireworks went up something type of amazing, man. I mean, they lit up the sky. Did y'all see that? They caught me by surprise. I said, "Man, I looked up and the whole sky was lit up." I said, "My goodness." I looked at Howard Shaw. I was like, oh my gosh, he caught me doing something right this time. I've been serving at the Passover. I'm ready. Oh man, but yeah. You see it? Started from the beginning. Not yet though. We gotta do the announcement, then we're gonna play it.
Sorry, sir. You said that the last video I had was with the fire.
No, with the general on it. With the one with it's a few ones down. You see his picture on the front of it? I think all the generals is up there. And it's yeah. The first one I think was with the line. You can play that one too. It don't matter. Let's just get a taste of it. Let's leave them. Let's leave them with something that we a part of or something to think about, man. For the ones that didn't have a chance to swing through. Let's see how glorious it was, man.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Can you make it big screen when you come back?
So you get
All right, let's make the announcements now, then we'll make a big screen. We come back and then we'll just go and wrap it up there.
I guess Captain Chicago on.
This is I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are all women for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it after 6 months. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. I.S.U.P.K. means 10% in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives, you gives it to the teacher. Praise fund, free will offering for the priest. Not mandatory, whatever so amount you would like to give. I become a holy convocation. Salaki will be, well, Sabbath service. You understand? Every Saturday, you understand, in Philadelphia from 10 to 12, you understand? We have all throughout the zones. And again, you know, we do it every Saturday, so feel free to come in, you know, bring breakfast, you know what I mean? Help prepare, you know, the brothers to go out for war if they can, and things of that nature. But I came to Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, so I have to wear all black, blue shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, I.S.U.P.K, which means to stand, just the brothers. Men of Israel, we want to give brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Barak the thumb. I.S.U.P.K, so you hand it down, sister. I.S.U.P.K, which means to stand. Brothers, Sarge, which means to turn. Men of Israel, we want to give the sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahweh, Yahweh, class dismissed.
No cover door, nigga came back down. I'm gonna let you know that I was gone, but I never left. Go back now. I'm gonna let you know. The purple hood is a whip.
Is it on? We turn it on.
I had to switch it to the screen.
Nah, put it on the big. You got a big screen, right?
Yeah, come.
Just leave it on big screen. I gotta put it in. Just let it play. That's the one with the generals, right?
This is just a video that's from the past.
I never let it go, never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I'm gonna let you know. No cover, no nigga came back down. I'm gonna let you know that I was gone, but I never left. Go back now. I'm gonna let you know. The purple hood is a whip. I never let it go, never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I'd let you know. And you nigga know I'm about to bring the heat right. Shit, I usually leave the street lights. Man, still getting heat tight. That nigga won't go in the green light. They say 144, nigga, you can get it. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Trying to stack a couple grand, get on some land and put it on the field. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you made it here to the Passover tonight, you love the Most High. I mean, you love the Most High power. You love the scriptures you studying, the knowledge you learning. You love finding out your identity, your culture, and you love our secret weapon. Y'all know what our secret weapon is. The brotherhood. The sisterhood. You love these things, and it is what has made us whole. It is what has made us succeed. It is a weapon that we've used that nobody understood or thought was something serious or important. But we used them and they worked because they're the tools that was given to us by the Most High Power. I ain't gonna take up too much. First of all, I want to say this. If this is your first time coming to the ISUPK Passover, please put your hand up for a second. Give it up for everybody here for the first time. Oh my God. I gotta see my baby sister in the crowd. What's up? Oh, damn. Everybody up in here tonight. Everybody you done seen on Facebook, they in here tonight. They fought their way to get here and to be a part of this. And it is so important. It is so important. The whole reason we are here tonight and not performing this act in our own land is because our forefathers failed. They failed to hold the Lord's statutes and commandments together. They failed to keep our culture and identity strong. So we fell. And here we are in captivity with an attempt to do it again. With the courage to do it again. And just seeing you tonight with the faith to do it again. And because of that, we will do it again. We renew our covenant with Yahushua tonight. And we call on the God of Israel. Deliver us from the Egyptians, O Lord. Deliver us from the Egyptians. Deliver